The United States has raised approximately $88.2 billion in global IPO proceedings in 2021 from companies with no business operations. Yes, trust me, you've heard it right. These companies do not have any services to provide and are merely a shell company. Such companies are called as Special Purpose Acquisition Companies or SPAC. And this is the topic for the day today. In today's video, we'll discuss all about special purpose acquisition companies, how it works, pros and cons, and much more. Hi all, my name is Dheeraj Vaidya from WallStreetMojo.com, the home for most authentic place to learn finance and accounting. Let's get started. So first thing first, let's understand what is a SPAC. SPAC is a company that raises capital through an initial public offering or an IPO and then uses that raised money to acquire other operating companies, which is often called as a target company. The SPAC then merges with the target company, allowing the target company to actually go public without having to go through that lengthy IPO process. Let me tell you how this works. So these so-called SPACs are formed by investors, founders, or sponsors who have expertise in these particular industry. Say for example, it could be a technology sector or a pharma sector and so on. Their goal is primarily to acquire target companies in which they have expertise, right? So what happens is these founders contribute the initial funding for the SPAC with the aim of benefiting from a significant stake in the acquired company. This stake can usually range up to 20%. And what happens next is that the SPAC then files for an IPO and raises funds. Now once the funds are raised, the proceeds collected through the IPO are then transferred to a trust account. However, this money can only be used to complete the target company's acquisition. Again, there is a catch here. SPAC's management only has around 18 to 24 months after the IPO to find the target company and complete the acquisition. And depending on the company and the industry, this time frame can actually change as well. So let's assume that SPAC is successful in identifying the target company and completing the acquisition. So you may be wondering, what happens next? So when a target firm is acquired, the founders profit from their 20% stake in the new company, while the shareholders gain from the remaining 80% based on their capital contribution. However, let's say the SPAC fails to complete an acquisition within the stipulated time frame. You remember 18 to 24 months time frame? What happens next? It gets dissolved. So what happens to the IPO proceeds in that case, which is being held in the trust account? They are basically returned to the investors. It's as simple as that. I would like to share with you one of the most significant deals involving a SPAC that happened recently. Have you heard about this guy called Chamath Palihapitiya? Richard Branson's space flight company Virgin Galactic went public with Chamath Palihapitiya's investment company called as the Social Capital Hedosphere or the SCH. Under the terms of the agreement, the SCH invested around $800 million for a 49% stake in the merged company. Wow, isn't it amazing? So now you may be thinking, why a company will become a public company through a SPAC route and not use an initial public offering route? Well, there are many reasons. I'll give you the top 3 reasons why it is so. The first one is that SPAC route can save tremendous amount of time and money, and thus the company can go public very quickly. In general, a firm can go public through a SPAC method in a matter of months, whereas a traditional IPO can take anywhere between 6 months to more than a year. Yes, the IPO process is time consuming and needs months of negotiation with the underwriters and the sponsors. The second reason is that SPAC has a limited time window to close a purchase, right? Therefore, the target company's owners may be able to negotiate a higher price when selling to SPAC. That's reason number 2. The third reason is that being purchased or merged with the SPAC can provide experienced management and also increase the market visibility to the target company. There are pros and cons to everything, and the same goes for a SPAC. Let's understand some of its cons. The major drawback is that the investors do not know what they are investing into, and that's the reason SPACs are also called as the blank check companies. Another problem is that the returns generated by SPAC can sometimes be lower than expected. Again, there are chances of fraudulent activities too because there is lack of transparency. So, how to assess a SPAC company before investing? The first and foremost step is to know the sponsors. Run the track record of the sponsors, understand their previous deals, check the niche industry where they operate and the sponsors dominate. Also, look at the credibility of the team. What can they be accounted for? Make sure to note the durability, competitive advantage, and also the most significant risk factors. To conclude, I would like to say that it is evident that SPAC is reaching new peaks in 2021 by attracting some of the most significant underwriters, celebrities, entertainers, even sports people to make their investments. I hope you found this video to be useful. Please do like and share. And if you have any feedback or want to suggest a topic for any future videos, then you may do so by writing about it in the comments section. Also, we come up with interesting videos on finance and accounting topics regularly. So if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then you may do so by clicking on the subscribe button below so that you can get the notification as soon as we release the new video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.